Hey guys, so this is going to be a personal update, and I haven't done one of these since around the new year, but I decided to make one now, and I was a bit hesitant to post a personal update because, truth be told, life has been sort of getting me down lately, and I didn't want to be a big downer here on YouTube, especially, around March 1st when all of the fun Awareness Day and awesome things were going on, and I was trying to post things for you guys. So I mentioned that I was a bit nervous to make a personal update, even though you guys have been asking me to, on my Facebook fan page, and I was given a lot of support by people there saying that, it's okay if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling down, and we support you and we won't judge you. And people are saying that it actually helps to hear that people, even people like me who are in recovery from self-injury and depression and anxiety, still struggle sometimes. And it makes them feel less alone. And that is my goal here on YouTube, to help people feel less alone. And so I'm sort of doing this for you guys. So I hope that you can sort of get something from it. I'm not looking for sympathy, but I do want to give you a little bit of advice, something I've learned throughout the last couple of months. I wanted to point out that I started out making YouTube video blogs about my life. Every single video I did was a personal update, and I started on March 17th, 2006, and today is March 17th, 2013. So this is marks my 7th year on YouTube, which is crazy to think about, and it definitely shows my age. But what better way to commemorate it than with a personal update about my life, which is how I started. So here we go. The past couple of months have been struggling with depression. I've had chronic depression since I was a teenager, and so that's nothing new. But I have been getting a lot better. And I think that I've sort of slipped backwards a little bit as far as feeling depressed. I don't know if that's because it's been wintertime and it's been rainy and snowy and cold and dark, and it's been hard to get out, and I just moved and I don't have a lot of friends around, and I've been alone a lot, and so I don't know if it just has something to do with the time of year or some of the other events surrounding my life right now, but I just felt really down. Some days I didn't want to get out of bed. On some days I stayed in bed until 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and some nights I would stay up drinking all night and go to bed like at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. And that's not something I'm proud of to say, but it's just what I've been dealing with, I guess, lately. And, the depression's gotten bad. And I guess at times I've felt like the easy way to sort of get rid of the emotions that I was feeling, the sadness and just the depression and the pain that I was feeling, the easy way would be to just go back to my old unhealthy coping mechanisms of self-injury, or starving myself, or cutting myself, or drinking more, or whatever, I don't even have an alcohol problem. It's just that sometimes I just want to kill the pain in whatever way, and that's just how I've always been, and I've always wanted to shove that down with something physical. I wanted to not feel my emotional pain, because we all know, especially if you've dealt with self-injury, that feeling physical pain is sometimes so much easier than dealing with what you're feeling inside emotionally. Some people just don't get it, but it's true. At times, I've really felt like that would be the way to handle it. And even though I've been in recovery from self-injury for over 2 years now, and I have not relapsed, I can't say that the feeling hasn't been there and present. And I have recently gone through one of the hardest times in my entire life, and that involved separating from my fiancé, who we'd been dating for over 3 years, and we've been engaged for a year and a half, and she and I had met on YouTube, and we were long distance. You may have seen my coming out video and how I had met my fiance's story back sometime in the summertime. I'll put the link up here by Marilyn Monroe's boobies. And anyway, yeah, without getting into it, we decided to end our engagement and our relationship, and we decided that in an amicable way, and we're going to remain friends. But without going into it, it has been so hard, and I haven't really known how to deal with it exactly, and the only thing I've really had was music that sort of helped the pain. And I guess a lot of the music that I've listened to has sort of been like sad, love, pain music, was from Chris Purica, who I actually got to go and see a concert of in Seattle and interview for Self-Injure Awareness Day. And well, I think that's helped a lot in the fact that, you know, I've been able to kind of express my feelings in that way and actually feel the pain instead of trying to push it away. And I've actually like let it come and let myself feel it. And that's sort of been like the first time that I've ever gone through a really big traumatic life-changing event and not hurt myself in some way to not feel the pain, and I've actually let myself feel it. So yeah, that's been very, 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 very difficult. And I am really amazed that I actually haven't relapsed. I wouldn't have, if you would have told me a couple years ago, or even when I started YouTube, that something like this could happen, and I wouldn't resort back to cutting myself or starving myself or unhealthy things, I wouldn't have believed you. And right now, you may be sitting there and you might be struggling with one of these issues, and you might think that there is no way that you can go through anything, difficult times, difficult emotions, a breakup, a fight with a friend, or fight with your parents or whatever, without hurting yourself, because feeling those emotions or thinking about bad memories is just too much for you to deal with. And I get that, and I know what it feels like, because I wish I could tell you that once you're in recovery that you just don't feel like that anymore. I wish it just went away. And I don't know for sure if those feelings ever do go away. What I do know is that you don't start thinking about them every single day the moment you wake up, and you don't always resort back to that. And yeah, you will be tempted, and you will think, you know, that would be the easy thing for me to do. But in the end, when you are in recovery and when you do have a set of healthy coping skills that you know you can turn to, like I've been listening to music, I've been writing, I've been journaling, and I've been playing my guitar, and I've been trying to push myself to get out and do things and see friends and go to concerts and stuff like that to keep myself motivated and not stay in bed all day. When you have those healthy things you know you can do, it does get easier, and you know that it's a choice. You know that you have options, whereas sometimes when you're really badly struggling with self-harm issues, eating disorder issues, etc., you almost don't see a choice. And the difference between being in recovery and that is that you end up knowing that you do have a choice. And I want to tell you that I have been feeling totally shitty, okay? Like, I'm going to level with you. I haven't felt this bad in a long time inside, about myself, about life, and hopeless at times. But I've kept going because I know that I have something to fight for. I want to be a good influence on you guys. I want to stay strong for myself. And I want to I don't want to go back to the misery that I was feeling before when I couldn't deal with my emotions and then trying to recover again. I've been trying really hard. And I just want you to know that it's possible, no matter, what has happened in your life or what you go through, there is hope and there are choices, and recovery is possible. And not to get preachy on you, because there is nothing shameful about a relapse. If I picked up a razor tonight, yeah, I would feel bad about myself, but I know that it doesn't make me a bad person or a failure, because people do relapse. And I'm hoping not to. And I hope, you know, for everyone's sake, that nobody has to do that. But if you do, you just have to pick yourself back up. And I know that. So with that in mind, I'm just going to keep trying my hardest. And that's all that I can do, you know, and that's all anyone can do. So to sum this up, I just want you guys to know it's possible. And I never would have believed it. And you're probably like thinking to me, it's not possible for me. But the thing is, I was really, really low at one point in my life, and I didn't even want to live anymore. And I wasn't even really living, if you could call it that. I was existing. And I never thought that I would stop self-injuring, and I never thought that I could go through something so hard and not do it. But I've been slowly making progress, and I know that you guys can too. And I'm really thankful for all of your support over the past 7 years here on YouTube, whether you're a subscriber from the beginning or you're a new subscriber. It does help. And I know talking to each other and feeling like other people know what we're going through makes everyone feel better and less alone, and gives people hope, makes them feel less crazy, to be honest. So that's it. Sorry this video is so long. But yeah, I hope to talk to you guys soon about something a little happier, and I'm going to keep going. And if you want to connect with me on Facebook, I post there sometimes when I can't make a YouTube video and ramble for 11 minutes. So thanks for listening and for all your support, and stay strong, and I know you can do it. And so can I. So I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.